decided to change her look. She shaved her head and pierced her ear with a thumbtack. Well, April started dressing punk about 6 months ago. She has pierced her ear, her own eyebrow, and plans to pierce her lip, nose, and tongue. This is Laverne and her 19-year-old daughter, Sherilyn. Laverne says she cried.
Mrs. Morrissey, I don't have to tell you that most parents would be extremely depressed if their daughter came home looking like this. I assume that was your response shock, anger, depression? What was it?
I was extremely angry. I really went bananas. It almost broke up our family. She feels like she doesn't want to be like everyone else. It doesn't conform with our rules, but we're learning to cope, and it's a very, very difficult thing.
I just can't handle being like everybody else because that's what everybody else wants, you know. Just because somebody else does something does not mean that I have to do it. You know, I have my own morals and ideals, and I go by them.
Tell me where it comes from, because it is kind of an eccentric way of life.
You know what it is? These people get these ideas, all right, we're going to do this great story on this, like, bizarre cult, right? And they go down to bars, and they eavesdrop in on conversations, and then they don't even print the whole truth. What they do is pick the most sensational, you know, stories. Sex, drugs, orgies, you know. I mean, like, the whole article is supposed to be on the music scene, and he ends up writing about my sex life. Who cares about my sex life?
I do. Do you have a job?
I have 3 jobs.
What do you do?
I go to school full-time. I'm a part-time studio assistant for Spiderweb Studios. I'm a part-time assistant for an artist on 24th Street. I work in the school library at Pratt Institute, and I'm a fine arts major full-time at Pratt.
Now, Christine,
I'm putting myself
are you
through school,
dressed
by
the
the
way
way.
you dress when you go to these jobs, or are you dressed for us?
If it were my child, he wouldn't live in my house looking like that. That is for sure.
Aren't we obliged as parents to love our children unconditionally?
I don't want one that's got purple hair standing up. How could any mother or father stand up beside that child and say, this is my baby? I'd rather see her on drugs than that.
Today we have friends and family members who say they're tired of the punk and the piercings, and they've asked us to help, and we're going to try.
Jenny, he belongs in a cage.
Our next guest's mother says that she doesn't mind her daughter wearing pantyhose, but wishes she'd wear them on her legs. Here's 6. Took some work, but Kim is all redone. Come on out, Kim. Why are you hiding? You don't love this?
I've never seen anybody wear a costume like this. Never.
So you call this a costume? Okay. So Mary, you're not smiling?
This is too brown. I'm crying because I'm so happy. She's gorgeous. She's beautiful.
That's nice. That's nice.
When I first came, I had a real open mind, and I still just don't understand why they do it.
What is your idea of a perfect society?
And in the 60s, I became a flower child, tossing away the responsibilities. You will outgrow your little thing. I did.
I just can't understand how a group of young people can even walk around looking that way. Go to work like everybody else, get up in the morning, you know, be a good citizen and help other people and be a good Christian. I would not allow any of my kids to walk out the door looking that way.
You wouldn't throw them out of the house, though.
Yes.
Clean yourselves up and go to work.
I guess one of the things while you were talking to the young men and women in the audience, I just went to a club on Friday night. It was just body to body, and while I was standing there, I was just innocently looking, you know, around, whatever, and I got beer shot in my face and obscenities.
Good.
As I feel it's
She's
my
there being a
responsibility.
spectator and to pass judgment, and we don't want it. Stay away.